Okay ladies, today I want to show you some brow basics, and I know that I've briefly covered brows in the full everyday face makeup videos and that sort of thing, but I really wanted to take some time and show you how to sculpt them after you've waxed or tweezed or whatever you do, and kind of give you just like a rundown on brows. So the first thing is to use a spoolie, and if you don't have one that you have purchased in a brow kit, you can use an old dried out mascara brush. This is an excellent trick tip, whatever you want to call it. I need a dark towel because I don't want to use a white one. I have a white one here. And I'm just going to take my towel and just gently clean it off. You can use eye makeup remover to really get it all the way clean. But you just want to get the majority of the product off so that you don't, unless you have really, really black hair. Trust me, no one, you think you do, it's not really jet black. Unless you like color it that way, in which case, you know. Okay, so all I've done is clean off a mascara wand, and this works great to comb these suckers in the direction you want them to go. Okay, so I'm just combing them over the direction I want them. And then I've got my handy dandy e.l.f. eyebrow kit. You can purchase this from any brand. A lot of places have it and sell it. The e.l.f. one comes with a brush, but it's really small and I find that it's really hard to control with. So I'm using, this is a dupe for sure. My kids actually got an art set from someone, and in it was a couple of paintbrushes. This one was tiny little, it's angled, it's perfect. The whole kit costs about like $6 for like all the brushes. And this is exactly what an eyebrow or angled liner brush looks like. And they're like $12 or $13. So this brush was too little for my kids to even like think about painting with because it doesn't get enough product on there. So I totally nabbed it. So you can do that too, or go buy your own angled brush, it's up to you. But this brow kit has a dark gel in it and a lighter powder. And you can purchase them based on the color of your eyebrows. Again, I got the light one because I always find that I can always add color and make it darker. It's a lot easier to start lighter and then go darker. Okay, so I'm just going to take the brush and get some of the gel product right on it. Takes a second because you don't want to mess up the brush. You want to keep the brush angled and nice the way that it is. Okay? And I'm just going to come up here and in small strokes define my brow. You can go back and clean it up if you need to. Okay. Got a little bit more. The top. Bring it down. So you can see the difference already. Yeah? It's really defined. Clean this up just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go in back in with the extra product. I'm not going to get any more on my brush. Just what's already on it, and just fill it in like that. Okay? Let's do the other side. Get some product on my brush. And I'm really being careful. I want to show you this. I'm really being careful to like go the direction that the brush goes so that I don't want to like jam it in there, or I'm going to mess up the brush and it's not going to be as fine anymore. You don't want that. Okay, so again. A little bit more. Now here's a really good general rule of thumb. You don't want to try and create a shape that you don't have. Okay, if your eyebrows aren't super arched, just gonna fill this in a little bit. If they're not super arched, you don't want to go and try to create that arch. Whoops. Like magically, it's not just gonna show up and look really nice. You really need to go with the shape that's already in your brow. And even if they don't match exactly, that's okay, that's natural, that's what happens. So again, I'm going to use my brush here and just comb them nicely in that line that I've created. If you don't stay on the line that is your hairline, you're going to end up looking like a clown. It's going to be like if you've put way too much lip liner on. Okay. Let me grab a Q-tip out of the cupboard, because a Q-tip is a really great way to clean up in here. And I would just use my concealer stick. Wherever that went. I use it so much that I lose it so much. There it is. Okay, so I would just take this and put a bit here. You could also use the e.l.f. primer because that has a highlight in it. But I'm just going to use the Q-tip to blend that in and clean the line up. See there? There we go. You can clean up the top if you need to, whatever. Okay, so there we go. I need to actually add just a little bit here because my hair is trickled down just a bit. I just want you to be able to see that. Not that thick. Okay. Then if you notice that it's like really thin and sparse, you can use the powder that's in the brow kit. So it comes with a fluffy brush on the other end. Just take the powder and just dust them. And that will also help set the gel so it lasts really long. Then I like to take some chapstick, clear chapstick, which I have in here. Right here. This one is devoted to eyebrows because I don't like buying eyebrow gels. It's just too expensive for my liking. Okay, and I'm just gonna lightly touch them with this. Okay, and then use that spoolie or mascara wand that you've cleaned out once more to put that through the brow. Okay, and that's going to keep it in place all day long. Okay, so you can see I've got really thick, full, defined brows now, and that is a result of really good eyebrow shaping. You can do this with a pencil, you can do it with the brush, with the gel, whatever you like. comfortable with. But it's something that looks dramatic when you start originally, and as you use it and as you do it more often, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, my brows are so bald if I don't do it. And that's because you're filling them in and they look beautiful when you do them. The other thing is that the thicker your brow, the younger you're gonna look. I mean, don't draw your brow on like this, but you know. And then the other thing, like the thinner the brow, the older you look. The darker the brow is also the older you look. So really thin, like drawn on black eyebrows look like some old crazy person. You don't want to do that. Please don't draw on your eyebrows. Please. That's why I wanted to make this video, because some of y'all are so beautiful and then like you draw your eyebrows on and I'm like, what were you thinking? So don't do that. This is a really good way to get your brows sculpted in the way you want. It looks really natural and you don't have to worry about it. So I hope y'all learned something. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you next time.